Story 1. Hearing strangers interact with each other. The world has grown pretty cold and distant since COVID-19. Yesterday, a girl ran up to an older man in the parking lot of a grocery store. "Sir, you forgot your phone at the register." And the man said something like, "Oh dear, silly me. Thank you for running after me. Such a small thing, but it made me smile." Edit. Came home from a horrible day at work to find all these notifications and the sweet stories shared here. Really warms my heart. Story 2. When my daughters just randomly come up and lean on me, it melts my heart. This little human loves me and makes me want to be the best dad I possibly can be. Story 3. Having a nice little conversation with a nice customer. No matter how mundane, it's always fascinating to me hearing other people talk about something they did that day, or about their family or a trip. It's like a little snapshot into someone else's life who I have never met. It might be weird, but I don't know, it makes me smile hearing that strangers are similar or dissimilar to me. I love writing stories, so that's probably why it intrigues me. Story 4. Something small that always makes me happy is the aroma of freshly brewed coffee in the morning. It does not matter if I am tired or if a complicated day awaits me, that smell has a kind of magic. Story 5. I see them everywhere, all the time, but they always make me smile. They bounce around, play, and throw nuts at me in my backyard sometimes. They run so freely and quickly. They make me feel free. I took a picture of a crow and a squirrel arguing one day, and I would like to apologize now to my coworkers who had to deal with me that day. You would have thought I'd captured aliens in high definition. Crows are cool enough, but a crow and a squirrel together? If I'm outside, I will see them. If I'm with people, I will call them out. Don't worry, if there's a squirrel, I will know, and I will let you know. No, I am not a dog. Squirrels make me so happy, and all they have to do is exist. Story 6. I'll tell you what makes me happy, but it's not some cute, Instagram-worthy answer. It's that moment when I cancel plans I never wanted to make in the first place. That's the real jackpot. You ever just get that rush of joy after hitting send on a cancellation text? Sorry, something came up. Translation. I just realized I don't have the energy to pretend to care about other people's lives today. It's those tiny victories, those moments of saying no to the world, that keep me going. There you have it. Some of my happiness comes in the form of dodging life's nonsense. One bitter cup of coffee and canceled plan at a time. Story 7. If I'm asleep, someone pulling the covers on me so that they cover me more, and I notice it, like I'm awake enough to notice that someone's taking the time to make sure my foot's not uncovered by the blanket or something like that. That makes me feel really special and makes me happy. Story 8. Seeing my family and friends. Lemonade. Good health days. When my drawing turns out how I imagined it. Wearing beads and smelling fresh after a shower. Story 9. The smell of hose water and dirt on a sunny summer day. It brings me back to when I was a kid and my grandmother would drag out the inflatable pool or water slide while my mother was at work. Story 10. When I have washed all the dishes and the countertop is cleared, or when I have made my bed after washing the sheets, I just feel clean and put together. Story 11. When I make other people's days better, something as simple as holding a door open or helping a lady across the street. Little things like that make me incredibly happy. Edit. Gold. Shiver me timbers. Someone took my virginity. Edit 2. This is sad. My highest comment has only 100 upvotes, haha. Story 12. Realizing the difference between when I actually screwed up and when someone is taking their frustrations out on me, and then asking what's actually wrong because this isn't a proportional response to the issue. Story 13. Anyone from the opposite gender staring into my eyes for a little bit while smiling puts me in a good mood and makes me happy throughout the rest of the day. Story 14. Every Monday, when my Spotify weekly recommendation playlist gets updated, I get really excited because I always find a few incredible songs to obsess over until next week. Story 15. In the morning when I wake up, my dog Junie comes to greet me by peeking over the edge of the bed and being really quiet until I open my eyes. Then she starts wagging her tail and wiggling until I reach out and pet her. Best part of the morning. Story 16. My dog's doing zoom eyes makes me happy. Also, I love when I hear kids break out into hysterical laughter. It makes me remember when my kids were little and goofy. They are all grown up now. Story 17. Lately, it's been taking Epsom salt baths with bath bombs. The bath bombs make my water different colors, and the Epsom salt, Dr. Teal's pink Himalayan, smells really good. This is how I pamper myself since I can't afford a spa day. Story 18. When my dog gently touches my calf with her nose to let me know she is there. She's between a small and medium-sized dog. She learned as a little puppy to poke people with her nose so she wouldn't get stepped on, and it's continued for 14 years. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day or about to cry, she will come poke my calf, and that makes things feel better. She's there, you know? Story 19. My husband is giggling at something. He is disabled and sits in a different room while I work from home, and just knowing that his day is going well makes me happy. I sometimes pop out just to give him a hug when I hear him giggling. Story 20. I am a taxi cab driver. Driving past a school and listening to all the kids having the time of their lives at recess time in the playground. Best sound ever. Always makes me smile. Story 21. Finding a perfect slice of pizza that's just a bit crispier than usual is like discovering a hidden gem. Every bite instantly transports me to a state of bliss. And let's be honest, it's hard to stay grumpy while holding a warm, cheesy masterpiece. Story 22. Several somethings. A baby's laugh, a child's laugh. Hearing it, I instantly smile. Seeing little kids have fun and experience a new positive life experience, like a holiday celebration or a child-centered event or place. A good cup of tea, finding money in a pocket, purse, or wallet long forgotten. When people display basic manners, hold doors, smile, and say hello, general kindness. A good book and no disruptions while reading it. A great song you haven't heard in a while. Coming across an incredible bargain or deal. My dogs and everyone else's good dogs. A good joke followed by a long laugh. A great conversation. Uplifting and helping others. Moments when I feel optimistic for no valid reason other than it happens. Gratitude when the kind of weather you've been thinking about happens out of season for a day. And of course, and not least, my family. I could go on, actually. Story 23. Seeing animals on the street. Just squirrels, pigeons, sparrows, and wasps. They all make me really happy, especially when I can take a picture or video. I also like it when I see a family out and about, bantering and having fun. Story 24. People interacting genuinely kindly with animals. Every day in a mall near my house, there's a cat waiting for his owner to get out of work. When they meet, he talks a lot and demands pets. Then the old man puts him on his shoulders and they go home. It always melts my heart. Story 25. Being out and about and encountering any kind of critter, frog, moth, goose, dragonfly, bunny, or stray cats. Heck, even just seeing a cool mushroom or a nice patch of moss. Also, seeing the moon. I love the moon. Story 26. Hearing daddy from my children when I come home from work. The excitement in their voices to see me is so humbling and magical. I feel so lucky that they have that much joy in spending time with their old man. Story 27. When two users on Reddit in an English-speaking thread switch to their native languages, once they realize they can speak that language, it's a moment of pure human connection in this vast, often impersonal online landscape. It really warms my heart how excited they often seem. Story 28. Picking the checkout line with the most frustrated-looking, upset-looking cashier just so I can be nice to them. Even if the smile is just a small one, it makes my day to make their day just that little bit better. Costs nothing and is worth so very much. Learned it from my dad. Story 29. I'm a runner, and I always smile and wave at other runners. Most of the time, they wave back, which makes me happy. When another runner greets me first, I almost explode with joy. Story 30. When I go to the Burger King drive-thru and finish my order, if they say, "You rule," it always brings a smile to my face. I don't know why, but I'm a sucker for that. Story 31. Being able to pull into a parking spot so that you don't have to go out in reverse, or even better, when you park on the street in the city and by the time you have to leave, the person in front of you has left and you can just glide out like you're a queen or king. Story 32. Watching kids walk in a funky or weird way anytime, anywhere, with zero cares about who is watching. When did we grow up and start walking like adults? Their way is much more fun.